Kyle Kirkwood overcame a slow pit stop and having to pass the dominant presence in the NTT IndyCar series to win at Arlington this past weekend. Jared here from Motoring Chronicle wrote the recap here for the Java House Grand Prix of Arlington, first time for the NTT IndyCar series on the streets that drove around Cowboys Stadium and the Texas Rangers Globe Life Field. The Andretti Global driver getting his 6th career win, 5 of them being on street courses, and Andretti having a great day in general, finishing 1, 3, and 4 on the day after solid qualifying runs. For Kirkwood, he started 7th and overcame a 9.5 second pit stop that left him 2.2 seconds behind Palou, and was able to make a great pass in turn 13 with 15 laps to go to win the race. He was able to move through. It was a race where it was Kirkwood, you had Alex Palou and Will Power all led 16 laps apiece. You had the Andretti Global team led 47 of the race's 70 laps, adding Marcus Ericsson, of course, who qualified on pole for the race. Kirkwood was quoted as saying, "That was so incredible. Man, did we have some pace. This JM Bullion, Honda, Andretti, all these guys right here, they gave me the tools today. It's because of this race car we won today, because of teamwork. 1, 3, 4 for Andretti. We're just so stacked here. I'm so stoked." And one of those teammates, of course, Will Power, getting his first podium for a team that isn't Penske since 2008, and for KV Racing back then, finished 3rd in the AI Honda. Marcus Ericsson finished 4th, as I mentioned. Palou 2nd, and Pato O'Ward was the best Chevy, finishing 5th in essentially a home race for him. O'Ward was quoted saying, "This Andretti Honda camp is freaking strong on street courses. We've got a lot of work to do if we want to start winning races on outright pace against them." And both, they preferred 3-stop strategy for most of the field. Palou and Kirkwood pitted on the same lap 49. Palou was able to get out in 7.7 seconds, while Kirkwood came out after a 9.5 second pit stop with a slow right rear wheel. There were wheel gun issues for all the Andretti cars, but for Kirkwood it only took him 5 laps or 6 laps to get back to the lead and hold on until there were a couple of incidents late for Christian Rasmussen and then Romain Grosjean and Nolan Siegel, which basically ended the race. Alex Palou said he did an awesome pass. Hats off to him. It was super clean and it was pretty impressive. We'll get them in a couple of weeks. And so the next race, of course, will be in Barber Motorsports Park, first permanent road course of the season, and Palou will be trailing Kirkwood by 26 points. Newgarden was a series points leader heading into this weekend's race, but ended up finishing 15th after a practice crash. For Kirkwood, he said, "It's only race number 3, so I'm not looking at the championship, but it's nice to say it's the first time I've ever led the championship in the IndyCar series," end quote. So for the IndyCar teams, they get a welcome break after 3 consecutive weeks to start the season, and they will be back for their next race in Birmingham, Alabama at Barber Motorsports Park. For this and all your motorsports news, tune in here to Motorsports Reports and on the Motoring Chronicle, and also into the Grip Strip podcast, which I do with my good friend Josh, that appears on all podcast platforms.